To a lot of fans of the FIFA series, last year's game had high expectations, thanks mostly in part to the introduction of a more realistic physics engine, meant to make players react accordingly to every action. Unfortunately, while the core product was good, the collisions were extremely unrealistic and hampered the immersion of the game.
Here's the shot! Goal!
For FIFA 13, improvements in the physics engine have been made, but similar issues do persist. Thankfully though, it is other changes and inclusions made both on and off the pitch that help to overlook the collision detection gaps and return the series to the mecca of sports video games.
He's got a chance! Oh, look at that!
Right from the start, the most pronounced change comes in the way of blurring the line between real life and the virtual world. What we get is EA Sports FC Matchday, a stats updating system that adjusts the game to mirror the happenings of the real world to an incredible level. Whereas other sports titles offer the occasional stats change, each and every week, Matchday ensures that club and player ratings are in tune to how the actual club or player is performing. If a particular player is on fire in the real world, his stats will be adjusted to reflect that change. This goes deeper by ensuring lineups reflect form, injuries, and international call-ups. In the real world, if a manager sees that a particular player is excelling or deteriorating in performance, he makes the necessary changes to his team's starting lineup. Meaning that even a club with a boatload of talent like Barcelona, a superstar like Lionel Messi may start the game on the bench in place of a different player. While the second player may have lesser stats, his current form makes it logical for him to start in place of the typically always in-form Argentinian.
We have every chance of a cracking game today because this is, as you all know, a local derby.
Matchday is also reflected in-game, not only in how AI teams perform, but how the commentary reacts. Martin Tyler and Alan Smith are the kings of sports game commentary, but now, more so than ever, their dominance shows. Both will properly reflect on the performance of particular players as well as the club. They will even highlight non-starters to discuss how their status as a sub is either affecting their future on the team or the performance of those on the pitch.
For the next couple of hours or so, he's got to forget friendships and try and outwit his former team.
Yeah, well, they know all about him, and they know what a good player he is, so they'll be guarded.
In-game, improvements made to increase the realism are evident. While the collision problems introduced by the player impact engine still appear, they aren't as comical or greatly change the course of a match. Additionally, defenders' tackle animations have improved to the point that players don't trip and fall when they miss a tackle. AI movements and reactions have also seen improvements. Players are even more animated when attempting to get the attention of other players and typically are smart enough to cover open areas of the pitch without your control.
Absolutely no chance for the goalkeeper. That volley flew in.
Ball's coming towards him. He's made his mind up early. He knew exactly what he wanted to do with that. But it's a good effort.
Historically, one of the issues many non-sports gamers have had with the genre is the difficulty in learning the game and being able to contend against others. FIFA 13 has taken this to heart and included a series of skill games that help to make you a better player. From free kick taking to passing and even penalty shooting, these skill games teach you the fundamentals and help to improve every offensive aspect of your game. Other changes can be seen in a number of different modes, including FIFA Ultimate Team. This year's mode starts you off by teasing the carrot of owning a superstar team filled with the best players imaginable. The one-off match highlights what is possible before it's all taken away and forcing you to start from essentially scratch. It's the ultimate tease, which will either entice new people into investing the time, energy, and money, or completely turning them off when they realize just how much is required to have a squad that even closely resembles the first. The EA Sports Football Club, introduced last year, returns with even more content. In addition to taking part in challenges involving recent real-life fixtures, a catalog is included that allows you to unlock tons of different treats. From match balls, shoes, to content for FIFA Ultimate Team, and even classic jerseys, there's so much available to earn. And by using a leveling system to unlock these goods, gamers will return on a regular basis in the hopes of obtaining some of the higher-end items. On the negative end of things, the biggest issue involves the long load times when downloading data for Matchday. Every time you load into a match, expect to wait a few moments before being able to select teams. Lastly, while the presentation is still top-notch, different pre-match content is used between leagues. A few incorporate an ESPN-like introduction with cool graphics, while others only use the same basic introduction as seen in previous years. It's not a huge sticking point, but consistency across the board would have been nice. After the somewhat bitter taste left in the mouth by FIFA 12, FIFA 13 is exactly what sport gamers have longed for. This is a great looking package on all levels, one that would make any lover of the sport or of video games extremely happy. You still may get frustrated when you blow that late lead, but every time you slot the ball into the back of the net, don't be surprised when your friends get angry at your constant gloating.
The game has run its course here, and there's the...
For more on FIFA 13, be sure to read our written review at sportsgamebeat.com.
Wonderful feeling, but particularly when you've beaten a team as good as this one, and they are very proud, and rightly so.